This channel is sponsored by Loot Crate, the monthly subscription box that's always filled with surprises for gamers and geeks alike. If you're interested, go to lootcrate.com/hawk525 and after choosing your crate, type in promo code HAWK525 for a 10% discount. The link and promo code will be in the description box below. Thanks guys, and hope you enjoy the show. Alright, so you guys ready to do this shit?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Are you ready, Josh?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready, though?
I'm ready. I'm ready. No need for that.
Come on, man.
Are you ready to talk about E3?
What to talk about?
Shit, I thought we were here to talk about the new Lego Batman movie. Oh, damn, I'm in the wrong podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, there's a new Lego Batman movie?
I'm not sure, I just kind of made that up.
Well, there's a new Lego Batman movie!
Well, that's how we start the, I believe the 48th episode of the Hypecast. Tonight it will be a little different because we actually have a special guest for once. It's been a long while since we had a special guest here. Tonight we have BurdofHermes, who's also a fellow member from the, I guess you can call the dude community or whatever. Guilty Gear player, and also what, MK player, MKX player?
Yeah, NRS, play a little everything.
Yep.
If it involves fighting, I usually play it.
And what else do you do, BurdofHermes, or AKA Brian?
Well, I'm also a gigantic Metroidvania fan, so that will become relevant shortly, I'm sure.
Yes, yes.
I couldn't find my mom, guys.
Okay.
It took 25 years. Still can't find her.
Well, you know, sometimes the journey takes a while to find ourselves and those we love.
Goddamn.
Anyway.
God damn it, Ender.
It hurts.
God damn it, Ender. Alright, well anyways, we're not going to talk about Lost Moms here. We're going to talk about a whole different thing, which is E3 and...
the Lost Games.
The Lost Games, yeah. You know what's one of them? But anyways, what?
What game are we talking about?
For Lost Game?
Yeah.
Todd knows this one.
There's a bunch of them. You got Animal Crossing, Lost.
Wait, this was your Lost game?
Lost.
Specifically, Todd Howard's.
Sky, no, Elder Scrolls 6 ain't coming out ever. They're just gonna regurgitate Skyrim until I'm so tired of playing Skyrim. I'm gonna take a chair to my computer.
Well, anyways, we're definitely gonna talk about the Nintendo portion. We'll bring that up since.
Are we just gonna go in reverse order, or are we gonna go?
Well, it's up to Brian here. What do you want to? How would you like to?
You're the host, man. Throw them out the way you want them.
Okay. All right. So I guess I mean it only makes sense to go in order. Why not? So
we start with EA.
Yes.
All right, we done with EA. All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. But no, I mean the only interesting thing was, or the game I'm actually getting from EA is Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Looks like Battlefront.
It actually looks like Battlefront, I guess.
And the DLC's gonna be free?
DLC's gonna be free, yes.
DLC's already hitting Bird right now.
Yeah, that DLC.
Sounds like he's in Hoth.
Oh yeah. Wait, seriously, it's like my audio totally screwed up or what?
Oh no, it's like whenever you start moving around, it sounds like you're getting sucked into a Texas tornado.
Oh man. Are you sure we're not going to talk about like the hype of the new Madden and what else does EA release every? Oh yeah, new FIFA. Mm-hmm. Isn't that what everybody wants? After year after year.
Those games sell better than
they sell so well.
Seriously,
they sell so well, and I just don't identify with the people who buy those. But hey, it's a big deal for those people, I guess. That you're talking about,
especially for the competitors that were represented in the video. Like the guy that was like fucking like scratching his balls or whatever the fuck he was doing.
See, that's exactly it. FIFA, was it now 2018 or still 2017 that they go by?
I think it's 2018.
2018 now brings you intense ball scratching action that you could not get in sports games before. This is what the fans wanted.
That's how I played sports games. Just scratch my balls. Put it on autoplay. I don't know. Those identify with other gamers. I don't think anyone here plays sports games. I think the closest we got was it's like if it's like a Mario spinoff or like.
I played NBA fucking Street, but that's
I played the shit out of Mario Tennis on the 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
I still play Madden 94 because I'm a Bills fan and I like to live in the glory days. We actually won a Super Bowl according to my career mode, just saying.
Yeah. But the only EA IP that I was interested in was pretty much teased at their own conference, but then shown at Microsoft, which was Anthem.
Yeah.
But
I kind of forgot that was that's actually EA thing. I thought it was like something else, but yeah, it is EA.
EA BioWare.
Yep, EA BioWare. So you want to talk about it now, or you're going to talk about it during the Microsoft portion?
We'll talk about it during Microsoft.
Yeah,
we'll do an order of presentation. I mean, Battlefront looked all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't play much of Battlefront. Josh, Todd, and Hawk, you guys all played a bunch of it.
The game looks fucking spectacular as far as visuals go. It's at this point, it's just giving it another chance to see if there's going to be more to do and if I'll play it for more than a week.
Yeah,
which I'm willing to do.
At least the DLC is going to be free. So if you play it for a week, then the DLC comes out, then you play it a couple weeks later or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably play it with Hawk when it comes out.
Yeah.
You think it's still going to have that problem of the first game where it's like everybody wanted to be Jedi because like, oh, we get lightsabers, and then nobody plays anymore because no one wants to be Sith? Or does it seem like it has a good balance between the two sides that you can be this time?
It probably won't.
Well, they're going with a class system, which I guess is interesting.
Okay.
Which is like, so it's more like the Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Instance.
The original Battlefront was like that too.
The original Battlefront, It seems, well, funny enough, original Battlefield was like that too.
Yeah,
aren't they doing something where you just unlock shit? You unlock, like, getting to a Jedi or something?
I think
so. It's like original Battlefront.
I think if that's the case, then that would be a lot better than people just fucking scrambling to, like, the nearest TIE fighter. And then I'm, like, 2 inches away and somebody jumps off a cliff and grabs it. I'm just like, fuck!
Yep. But yeah, I think at least the two of us here will definitely get it. Are you gonna get it, Ender?
I don't know. I'll have to see what I'm doing around then.
Yeah. Oh, what about you, Josh?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's gonna be like the old Battlefront, I'll probably like it.
Yeah. But when it comes to the conference itself, definitely saw that one chick who played the lead for the campaign mode. Or
oh, lady looks like she'd BDSM, or she's a dog.
She looks like she would beat the shit out of you. But yeah,
she looks like she's gonna get
what
that
lady?
Weird. The ponytail.
Yeah, the chick with the really shiny belt.
Yeah.
Oh, the lady that looks like that one lady from Star Trek.
Yeah.
She's a dom. There's no doubt about it.
She's got 5 strap-ons.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, yeah. I
mean, there's no way I'm going to see, but yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully the microtransaction isn't too bad. It'll probably just be like a typical, like.
It'll probably just be like loot boxes for like aesthetics, the same way Blizzard does Overwatch.
Is that what they're doing to compensate for no paid DLC?
Probably.
So. I have a feeling.
Probably what it is.
Okay,
that's my favorite way to do DLC.
The only way I'd be okay with that is if like there's like a nice selection for like customization and shit. You know, like I want to be a stormtrooper and have a bunch of cool shit. You know.
Yeah.
I thought you want to be a Twilight.
That too, but only a girl with big old boobies.
Yeah. But yeah.
Where are you, Brian? How are you with like shooting games and EA stuff?
Usually not my style.
Yeah.
All right, then you can leave.
I mean, it's kind of like Uncharted. Kind of has a shooting style, but I enjoyed that game. I think so. You know, BioShock, same way. Usually won't enjoy a first-person shooter, but when you add additional elements, it kind of interests me. I probably won't end up getting it, but still, you know, it's good for fans of Star Wars and fans of that type of game.
Yeah,
and it's coming out the year that Episode 8 comes out, so it's going to sell well.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Just like the original, or the first Battlefront that EA did.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, if anyone doesn't want to talk about EA anymore, we can move on to the next portion, which was
Xbox. Microsoft.
So
I was impressed.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not with Microsoft themselves, because I was pretty cynical throughout the entire conference, but I was impressed at the amount of shit they showed after that shit box they showed. You know, like,
Yeah.
You
so
know,
they had like a solid like fucking like hour of just, aside from the actual box reveal, like
game after game,
game after game. I was impressed.
And was there any particular game that captivated you all enough?
Sea of Thieves
Yeah, Sea of
and
Thieves, yeah.
Ashen were mine too.
Ashen looks pretty cool. Obviously Dragon Ball Z Fighters or whatever the fuck they're calling it.
Yeah.
Though it's not console exclusive, but yeah, it was shown there.
It was shown there.
Yeah, that's what it's shown.
Yeah.
And
What was like?
Go ahead.
What was the game that they finished with?
Anthem. That was the basically the Iron Man Destiny looking game.
That did.
I'm really into it. It's
sick.
cool. I know what it's gonna be though. I know what it's gonna be. It sucks because it's gonna be a Destiny. It's gonna be a loot game. I can just hope that since it has the writers from ME1 and ME2 in it, that's gonna have better writing than Destiny, and that it's gonna have more content. But it's hard to tell.
Right. Yeah.
New Ori, definitely.
Oh yeah, that was a big thing. Even as someone who didn't play Ori, I listened to at least 3 different other React videos, and every time the piano come in, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking cry for no reason. I have no connection to this game at all.
Yep. You see that little owl and that, little.
Just the music, man, because I'm the music though.
By Gareth Coker.
Yep.
Really awesome soundtrack. I mean, I wish I can experience the game myself, but unfortunately, it's only Microsoft, so I can only like it from the outside perspective. But I do like it enough to actually. I think I actually bought the soundtrack for the first game, which is actually so good. Were there other games that kind of tickled your fancy?
Not really.
Oh,
well, I mean, we can talk about Dragon Ball.
I mean, I guess since that's what was revealed at that time.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the press conference or whatever.
Right.
But
we're just going what was revealed in the conferences. So
I mean, it looks fun. I don't really know much about Dragon Ball, but I know that the fan base is pretty big.
yeah,
people are into it.
It will sell well. because the fan base alone. It's,
And not to mention who's behind it.
yeah,
One of Bird's favorite fighting game people.
Well, except when they delayed Revelator 1 shipment, and for no reason. See, if they'd like gotten back to me, it would have been fine, but nobody.
That doesn't sound like the development team's fault. That sounds like
that's the marketing team. Or
the logistics.
Yeah.
But you know me, once I become enraged, I blindly throw the birds at every direction. But yeah, seriously, Arc System Works has been just knocking it out of the park. XR is amazing. You know, it's one of those things like, how have I gone this long without playing Guilty Gear? Even though
it's pretty much the only fighting game I see you stream.
I mean,
a lot more than IJ2.
Yeah. Injustice 2, I don't know. Like, I like it, but kind of on a single-player side. But more to the point, Dragon Ball Z Fighter seems like it's got something for everyone because, you know, it's got that Marvel hype. You know, obviously it's going to play a little bit.
Have they ever done a 3v3 ArcSys?
No, not that I know of. This would be the first.
Everything I know is they've only done like one-on-one fighters. So
yeah. And of course, it has the Dragon Ball Z character, so that's also for, you know, the Dragon Ball Z fans. And it's got it just looks so cool altogether. So it's got that visual appeal, definitely.
Yeah, I noticed from the character entrances, like after your first characters fight each other and someone gets knocked out, they do it KOF style in a sense. Because you can't do like crazy mix-up stuff.
Yeah, the only way that there's like incoming mix-ups is if you do the snapback, which I think Max was talking about. But also on the transitions, you know, just the rushing in and like clashing arms is pretty cool.
Yes.
Or like if someone finished with a super and it literally changes the stage and the stage is all exploded, that was pretty cool.
Yep. It's got that Tenkaichi / Budokai reference in there, because, you know, whenever you do like a big old fucking
explosion blow up the stage.
Yeah, you can blow up the stage. Get that in there. Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just the idea of ArcSys, you know, making Dragon Ball into that kind of fighting game is just, I think it's perfect, especially with the Guilty Gear stuff that they've already done for it, like
their shading to make it actually look anime.
Yeah, the cell shading and the 2.5, like, the 2.5 format. It's like, I think it's like perfect. It's perfect.
And they have a lot of, like, even me as not a Dragon Ball fan, apparently they have a lot of like references in just like gameplay that Dragon Ball fans will pick up, like something about like Frieza hitting himself with discs. If you have meter, you can do like a big old beam from the ground that I guess is a reference to something that happened in the anime.
Yeah. And
like to add like that kind of like flavor, it's like that's like Bird will probably back me up on this. That's like stuff when Magic the Gathering adds like a card that like sucks dick and it'll never be put in a deck, but it's like flavorful and it's meaningful to the story, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember the I don't know who it was. They had an interview with. They said that the game is being made for Dragon Ball fans and fighting game fans, so it's going to appeal to both sides.
I think they were talking. That was the was that the game director or just the creative director? What's her name? What's her name? I'm gonna look it up. You guys keep talking.
She's like one of the big leads of
the game. Here, I'm gonna look it up. You guys keep talking about it.
Oh, that's another thing. I heard there's beam clashing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beam clashing is a thing.
Yeah.
And it makes me really happy.
And you can deflect the smaller blasts and stuff like that. And like whenever you do that, it actually like damages the stage in the background as well, which is actually pretty fucking cool. And yeah, and kind of like what Ender was saying earlier, they have like a lot of references in there. You can even like see like, if you read the manga especially, you can remember like some of their attacks and stuff like that. They actually like took some of those key moments and throw it into like a move, which is actually really cool. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else. Oh yeah, and I actually heard this from Quiet that I don't know if they're gonna only gonna stick with 20, or they're starting out with 20 characters for at least for the launch anyway?
I think they'll do the
Impressive.
ArcSys thing. The ArcSys thing where they have a second version come out later with like some, and they'll probably have $7 DLC characters. You know how they go.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how.
Last update was a $20 update, but you didn't have to pay for the 2 new characters. They were part of that.
Yeah, but
So-
like Dizzy was $7, wasn't she? And like
She was free as long
she?
as you got her. You know,
Oh, Dizzy, yeah. Dizzy was
she was like free for a week or
Yeah,
something.
she was free for like a
Oh.
limited time.
Oh yeah, they do that thing like
Yes, they
with
do.
Persona. Like I found this out after the fact. Apparently, the 2 DLC characters for Persona Ultimax were free the first 2 weeks the game launched.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like, hey, if you support the game now, you
Yes.
get the full roster, which is
Yes.
cool. Which is a cool way of doing, I guess, day one DLC.
Yeah,
Because if you're gonna get it free on day one, I guess it makes sense.
yeah. Makes
Oh,
me wish that they go for other animes next after Dragon Ball, like
One Piece.
One Piece. Mm-hmm. One Piece.
I want them to do a Persona fighting game, but you guys know me.
And they have in the past.
And they have in the past, and with the fever popularity of P5, I can imagine them doing that.
I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
More characters to add to a very limited roster.
If they, you would you be happy if they actually do the same like cell shading treatment for the Persona characters?
I think that would be the best way to do it, in my opinion, based on how P5 looked and
Yeah.
the style.
Right.
And it would probably save them a lot of money, so they don't have to make new sprites
Yeah.
for all these characters, because that was probably where a lot of the money went into the original Persona 4 arenas, because they had to make sprites, because Persona wasn't a sprite game.
Right.
So
Yep. I think that would be pretty cool. But anyways, yeah. So asking you guys, are you guys planning to get Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
I want to ask Todd that, because Todd's not really into fighting games.
Yeah.
So
I mean, generally, if you get it, I get it, and I'll try it
oh
out.
yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I want to play
I mean,
Cell.
I hear it has characters. I feel like, because you got Tekken, and you're like, yeah, it's kind of fun, but I feel like unless there's like motivation to keep playing, like you want to do better with a certain character, like you are with Smash, I feel like you don't really stick with it.
That's kind of the whole thing. Is like I said this like quite a few times. Is like I feel like there's a group of people, like when you grew up, if you were in the arcade, who were playing racing games or rhythm games or fighting games or shooter games. I was the kid that was playing shooter games and racing games. So I didn't really play fighter games. It wasn't until I met Chris, and he lived with me for a little bit, and we went to go pick up Marvel vs. Capcom. Was it 3?
Yeah, it was when Vanilla 3 came out.
Yeah, we went to go pick that up, and I played it, and it's fun. Tekken's fun, Injustice was fun. Like, I'm not into like the competitive nature of it, so I can't really say like if I'm doing anything right or if I'm like enjoying it to the max, because of like people in the competitive scene would be like, oh, zoning's annoying, or this is annoying, or this character's annoying. Whatever the fucking case is, like I can't really say because I don't play those games on that level, but they're fun. I'll give Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Fighters a chance.
Yeah.
There's characters that I grew up with and like, so whatever.
And they're gonna have a closed beta, so hopefully, at least one of us get our hands on it and talk about it for the whenever the podcast that comes up. Oh yeah, Brian, just want to clarify: are you gonna get Dragon Ball as well?
I'm so on the fence about it.
Does the moon rise?
Yeah, exactly.
But it doesn't.
I'm too tired for your shenanigans. Shit.
Her
Yeah,
name is her name is Tomoko Hiroki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in there.
I think she's I'm gonna Google. I found her name. Now I can find out who she is.
And it's like if one of you guys gets the beta and
She's
I
the
don't,
producer.
I might
she's
be
the-
coming to your house, just kick the door down, be like, "Let me play." It won't be creepy at all.
But are you So you're on the fence, you say?
Yeah,
It was sarcasm. He's
very
gonna buy it.
super on the fence of if I'm going to try to break into the store and buy it early or actually wait till it comes out. That's what I'm on the fence about. So.
Right. Are you particularly like a fan of Dragon Ball in the first place?
Yeah, actually, I pretty much got out after the Majin Buu saga, so I'm not very familiar with what's going on in Super or anything, but
right.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like a super hardcore fan, but I do like it, and I think Vegeta is a super hilarious and awesome character.
Yeah.
I also like Goku and Teen Gohan. I'm super excited. Like I think everybody is that's the version of Gohan they decided to put in the game.
Do you like that you can... I wonder if they're going to do the Street Fighter way where you can individually assign characters their VO, or if it's just going to be a switch.
I would imagine it'd be a switch, but either way, just the fact that it's level 5 Hyper is the one-armed Rage Kamehameha just brought it to your...
I'm just concerned with that.
Yeah.
5 hours later.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are still kind of like, what the fuck with
some people like that.
Yeah,
some people like that.
It's a nostalgic thing. It's
tradition, he says.
Yeah.
Tradition.
That's Hawk's excuse to me. Tradition. It's a tradition.
Well, no, I mean, like, it's also like a practical business move because you don't want to pay more, voice actors.
That's true.
Road to tradition.
and also, it's like it's a bit of symbolism as well. But I don't want to get into that. But anyways, so yeah,
we don't really have much on Anthem. So other than Dragon Ball, I mean, Microsoft had stuff for everybody, which is what I think they did good. But I don't think they have any more for me to really have interest in.
Yeah, and enough, of course, the name Xbox One X,
which stands for Xbox.
Yeah, it's an acronym for Xbox.
I hate that.
My initial reaction to that was, is it possible that we found a dumber console name than Wii U?
At least Wii U is like it's really short and to the point, I guess.
No.
Yeah, but the overall,
I don't know.
Like the overall problem though is that wasn't a clear, decisive. This is different than what you already have, and that certainly didn't help its sales point.
Listen, when you get fucking teabagged by a guy named X Hijinks X, you're just gonna call him Hijinks. So people are just gonna call it the Bone.
Or maybe the X. I don't know.
93.3, the Bone.
I feel like they should have just called it the Scorpio.
They should have just called it Scorpio.
Scorpio.
People are gonna be. It's just a bad marketing tactic.
Exactly.
It's so bad.
It's gonna have
Grandma's gonna walk into Walmart. Mary Gretchen says she wants an Xbox One X. Xbox. Did you say Xbox One S or Xbox One X? Hey, I don't know which one's the cheapest.
The box with the X. What am I doing here?
I should have just ordered this on Amazon.
Yeah.
I should just die already.
If you're a young listener and you get Christmas gifts,
write it on a fucking piece of paper.
Write the fuck out of that.
Even Santa's old, dog.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Take gun.
I like how we just addressed young listeners and then immediately dropped 2 F-bombs after that. So,
yeah, dog.
well.
Hey, man.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Elementary school.
They already know. I know.
It's rough.
There's no hope for the youth of America.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking to a generation that does nothing but dabbing. I was gonna say jabbing, dabbing, and like fucking
probably jabbing. Actually, where me and Todd live.
that's
and stabbing.
Good. Stabbing, jabbing, fidget spinning. They all got iPhones, iPads, Xboxes, and fucking.
They have the iPad.
What about hoverboards?
I've never seen one in real life.
Really? I see a lot of those here in SoCal.
Throw a rock in front of it.
Of course you do, Hawk.
SoCal.
Of course. Rich people.
Yeah. Hipster nation.
Yeah. Well, anyways, if anyone else doesn't want to comment on the Xbox One XS Scorpio,
They had cool stuff, like I said, and we're probably forgetting some stuff. But the fact that we can't remember means.
Well, what about the backwards compatibility thing? Like, how do you?
That's pretty cool. I'll say that's
cool.
pretty cool.
That's something that Sony needs to get their ass on.
Seriously, along with crossplay.
Yeah, get their heads out of their asses. I mean, sucks for all the Minecraft players on PlayStation that can't play with anyone else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas fucking Timmy on his iPhone can play with George on his fucking 1080p super duper graphics pack. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Sea of
Wasn't a bad
Thieves.
conference.
Sea of Thieves looks interesting.
Really?
Hope it doesn't get canceled. Oh, and shout out to Terry Crews being Terry Crews.
Oh yeah.
That guy got popular at the right time.
Yep.
He definitely did. Yeah, and oh yeah, I forgot that was from Crackdown for Terry Crews.
Yeah, I don't care about Crackdown, but Terry Crews is cool.
I don't care either. What was it? What was another thing? I think that's pretty much it. What you're talking about for Microsoft, other than you say you're invested or you're interested at least for Anthem.
I'm probably more than likely buying it at this point, regardless.
Right.
Yesterday I saw some Destiny at 60 frames per second running on a PC, and I was like, oh, fuck, I got $60 just disappeared out of my bank account. I don't know where it's gone. No, I haven't bought it yet, but it's like fighting the tide. It's gonna happen. I'm probably gonna buy Destiny 2.
Yep. So we are pretty much we can pretty much move on to. Oh yeah, you want to talk about the Devolver shit or no? Devolver Digital.
That shit was weird as fuck.
Yeah, the conference itself was weird as fuck. It was kind of funny, and then it got kind of old.
That given the hour.
Is that where I fell asleep in the fucking chat?
Dude, it was like it came on around. If you turned on Adult Swim at the time that Devolver conference was on, you'd probably be watching the exact same thing.
Yeah,
it was so fucking weird, dude.
It was. It was definitely out of nowhere. I mean, they like pretty much poked fun at the general conferences and all that stuff.
I get the joke, but they filled up like an 8-hour time slot with a fucking 8-hour Tim and Eric show, basically, or Eric Andre. But yeah, I mean, it's by far the most unique and strangest thing I've ever seen on E3.
Yeah, for sure.
I could probably say Twitch, but then Josh and Todd will point me to certain IRL streams, and I'll be like, oh, never mind.
Ooh, flower.
But
well, I'm sure there's stranger shit on Twitch with real life stuff, but if we're talking about solely conferences.
Yeah. So after Microsoft, basically, I think came Ubisoft.
Was it Ubisoft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And right off the bat was
that Rabbids game looks pretty cool.
I'm actually wanting to get it.
After seeing it on like 3 more times, I'm like, I could go for a Rabbids tactics game.
Yeah.
I could go for a tactics game. Yeah. Period.
I thought yeah, go ahead.
Because they haven't made a console Fire Emblem yet, so I don't have that. And FE Heroes has made me really bad at tactics games, guys. Really bad. It's made that game has made me bad. So I need to play a tactics game. That I'm down for Mario XCOM.
And that is coming out in August. So yeah, I mean that's like a perfect game for you to like kind of get yourself occupied until the holidays when you get just enough money to get a couple of games at least.
Was everyone surprised about how good it looked?
I actually was
surprised. For what you heard it was?
I thought it was gonna be like a really stupid, like I don't know, some kind of weird dumb game featuring Rabbids and Mario, but it actually looks pretty fucking cool with the not only it's a tactical RPG, but I don't know, just a lot of things about it just
didn't look bad. I expected it to look really bad because it was Rabbids.
Yeah, but no, I can't. I don't know. I can't really talk bad about the visual stuff. It just looks cool for what it is. what it's supposed to be. And of course, the conference itself was pretty amusing. Unlike oh wait, was Bethesda before that, or was it?
No, Bethesda was after.
Yeah,
Bethesda.
I thought Bethesda was before because
Bethesda was at night. And
Was
Ubisoft
it?
during the day.
I don't know.
Yeah,
All I have to say about
because I remember saying that Ubisoft was like the refreshing
save us.
conference. Yeah, the one that saved us from. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, we can get back to Bethesda and talk about
yeah.
it for 2 minutes later. So,
I mean,
because I feel like we have actually more to talk about with Ubi.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Todd and Josh might want to talk about Skull and Bones and their experience with Black Flag. I mean,
yeah. I mean, is anyone else interested at least for the Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle? I believe was the full name for it.
Doesn't really seem like my kind of game.
Ditto.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
always down
tactics.
for like crazy crossovers or dumb crossovers, and I mean, even though it is a really strange crossover, the game itself actually doesn't look too bad. So I'm definitely gonna pick it up. So
Yep.
Anything else from Ubisoft? Oh yeah, well, there's that South Park game.
Young, good,
yeah.
evil too.
I was
Oh, we'll save that for last. But
no, I was trying to lead Todd and Josh into Skull and Bones because I think that was the only other thing they were interested in.
oh yeah.
I'm a sucker for pirates, but that game, like, upon further
play.
examination, it
You
looks like
play.
it looks like fucking Black Flag. And I said this like 3 times already, but I want to play as a pirate, not as a pirate.
Not
ship.
as a ship. All right.
yeah.
So
You
you're
play.
more sold on Sea of Thieves rather than Skull and Bones.
Sea of Thieves looks. I can't say it. It looks good, but it doesn't. I don't know. Like I said, this game could be fucking bad. Like it could just be like a Steam fucking game, you know. But I'll play it and check it out because I'm a sucker for pirates and it looks kind of gimmicky. But Skull and Bones, whatever. I wanted to sign up for the beta because it might be something to just fuck around in, you know. But Uplay is like it's garbage. I thought they were gonna get past that shit, but I guess they just need that front.
No one's gonna get away from their own launcher. Even Bethesda has their own
So
launcher.
Stupid. Well, I don't know. Their launcher in specific is garbage.
It's not as bad as Origin.
Never tried it.
Keep it that way.
Never tried it. Never will.
Anyone ever hopped into an Assassin's Creed game at all?
Yeah, I played
Assassin's
1,
Creed
2,
Yeah.
3, and 4.
I played 1, 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations before tapping out.
I
Just two.
played an hour of Syndicate, and that's about it.
So you've been watching from a distance. Good call. I envy you.
Yeah, dude. Taking place in good old industrial fucking old ass dirty London.
Well, apparently that's one of the best ones they've made in a long time. The
Guess
thing
so.
is, Origins actually looks a lot different from the Assassin's Creed formula. There's like level up systems. There's like that
Loot.
the loot system, the hawk system, and
Me, dude.
yeah, dude. You're in the game.
Yeah, I know.
But-
I'm pretty much like a recon drone from Modern Warfare 3.
Or Wildlands, more
Wildlands.
specifically,
Yeah.
which is another Ubisoft title. But so you're wondering where they got it. But it's for someone who isn't as still burnt out on Assassin's Creed, they're probably pretty excited to jump into this one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this one is different enough. It seems to have a lot of crossover with other games like Far Cry.
Aha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ready to
Far-
shoot some Americans?
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, that's nothing new.
Yeah,
because, you know, I've been,
Assassin's Creed has kind of had that shit for a while.
yeah.
The level up?
Oh, no,
they
it's
like
just-
the Far Cry elements with like animals, all that shit. I think what will save Assassin's Creed. Man, I'm not even gonna say save. I don't give a fuck about that.
What would give
franchise.
it more?
What would give it more reason to play it out of its repetitive ass gameplay is the fact that there is like legendary type shit and different weapons and stuff. It gives you a reason to fucking keep playing.
Yeah.
Or rather to unlock certain things or try to unlock certain things to benefit you throughout your gameplay experience rather than just keep doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about Far Cry though?
Oh, Far Cry, like you're talking about Far Cry 5? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You and I are gonna play that, and we're gonna dick around and probably hate it.
Like, I don't think we'll hate it because, like, remember we used to play co-op games all the time. But when was the last fucking full real co-op ass game?
Chris, we'll play it.
And we'll
maybe
have
3 days on
time.
stream. We'll have a good time.
We'll
be like,
beat
"Ah,
it.
those
We'll
are
beat it
some
in
funny
3 days."
memories," and then we'll never play it again after that.
Yeah, that's what
And
a Far
it'll
Cry game is.
Fade into the abyss. We're not even gonna finish it. It's just gonna fade
We're
away.
not? Are you kidding?
In 3
No.
days?
Yeah, dude. Far Cry games ain't long.
They are if you're doing everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
they can
are
be
you
pretty
gonna tell
long.
me I gotta climb every hillbilly fucking water tower?
No, but there'll be points of interest, and we'll be like, "Oh, let's go climb that tower," and then we'll fucking go up, and I'll fall off and die, and be like, "What the fuck?" And then
Nah,
it'll be
dude.
recorded and clipped on stream.
Yeah,
And then we'll be in our Discord.
but it'll be
forever.
fun. It'll be fun.
It will
we'll
be
get we'll get to raid a church, shoot a bunch of people peeing on an American flag or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's what it is. It's not. From what they showed, it didn't look any different than like the last Far Cry game I played was 3.
Oh yeah, it's nothing revolutionary at all.
So it didn't look that different, but I had a real good time with Far Cry 3 for the several hours I played it. I think I played it like 3 days. Just come home from work, play it. You know, fucking Rambo some motherfuckers at a training camp
Yep.
until I eventually just stopped playing it. But like I had a good time. It achieved what I wanted it to do, which was just make me feel like a vicious murderer and just
like
kill a bunch
sandbox, you know, you're in this sandbox and you're just having fun with like hunting where the hell you want or whatever the hell you want.
Shooting
And-
wild animals out of trees.
you
can, like, glide
turning them
into-
into wallets.
Yeah, grab some meat. And I played Far Cry 4. That's where I got my experience from. I mean,
Same.
Which to me it looked the exact same game, which is why I didn't buy that one.
yeah.
So
I mean, but yeah, I mean, it was
They're kind of fun.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad game.
I enjoy them a lot.
Yeah.
They're fun games.
But now, yeah. Well, now with this one, I'll for the most part get it, and maybe hopefully get it. Get some
It'd
of
be a
that
great
action.
rental.
Yeah.
But the only way I can get it for Todd is if I buy it. So
Yeah.
But you're probably better off renting it.
It probably is, but I don't know. I might give it a shot. I might actually fully buy it, but there are some other games that'll be a lot better, like being rentals. But we'll get to that later.
There's only one more Ubisoft game that caught my attention,
And what is
and
that?
it was the one they finished with.
Yeah, that is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Bird, do you know anything about Beyond Good and Evil? Because I know zilch.
I have the game on PS2. I've just never actually played it. But the thing
Well,
is,
you're a
I-
step ahead than
most of us, yeah.
yeah, most of us, yeah.
But I liked everything I heard about it. Now, from what the trailer seemed to cover, it looks like this takes place like way in
It's
the
a
future.
prequel.
Oh, it's a prequel.
Yeah, they said later that it takes place before the birth of Jade.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
that kind of makes sense, I guess. But
So I think it'd be interesting then to play Beyond Good and Evil 2 and then go back and finally play the
Yeah.
first game.
yeah,
I think they know since the game's like a 14-year sequel or whatever. I think they're gonna keep that in mind when they're trying to make this game for people who've just heard of the name Beyond Good and Evil but never actually played, so they can play it. But maybe the people who play the original one will see some like references, like, oh yeah, that's why that's like that.
well, then that means we one of us or we can potentially pick it up without worrying about having to play the first one or not,
The
because
first one looks really rough.
yeah, I mean age has definitely hit it, but you know, for the
It looks like a old ass platformer.
Well, I mean, it is an old ass platformer. So.
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see gameplay on it in order to really come up with the
They described it as online, and they used the word play with friends, which makes me confused because I thought BGE was a single player, like single player focused game.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's like the type of online interactivity that maybe Persona 5 had, where you just had the Thieves Guild where people can help you with like decisions or like help you out in combat, maybe, or if it's actually just ongoing online with co-op. I don't know. I don't know what their vision is. Ubisoft is weird.
It might. It could probably have like 4-player co-op or some shit, but maybe I don't know. Or it could just be something simple as like giving you some answers to some certain questions or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Art guide.
Yeah, like a guide, or like an online guide made by other people or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Other than that, I mean, the trailer itself looked cool. It's very DreamWorksy, but
the character.
Yeah, the character.
It has a lot of character. I have no idea who Cuss Monkey is, but he's pretty funny.
There was the pig with the Fu Manchu, and
you're forgetting the most important part of that trailer: the Asian titties, boy.
Oh, the fucking side character that pulled the disc out from her boobies.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Best part of the trailer.
Oh god.
And yeah, that woke you up during.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I sensed it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you wake up for Velcro 2, dude?
Velcro 2.
Is there boobs?
I don't know. You can Velcro boobs, I guess.
I mean, I didn't sense any boobs during that shit.
I don't know, man. But I think that covers up Ubisoft, and since we skipped over Bethesda, someone else talk about that. I didn't see shit I really was interested in. Wolfenstein looks cool, but
but I mean, well, let's just say that they didn't reveal anything brand new for Bethesda. So
the Wolfenstein game is new. But
for people who are into Wolfenstein, that was probably like really good for them. I know Afro likes Wolfenstein. He was down with it.
According to my Afro brought this, not Afro. James brought this up about that Dishonored DLC. Apparently, it's a big deal because killing these people going after the guy with black eyes is a big deal for Dishonored. I don't play Dishonored, so I wasn't interested in that.
Was the guy that gives the main character their powers?
Yeah. That's what my girlfriend's brother told me. He said, "Oh, that's kind of cool." So I think he's interested. Like, I think they're hitting with the people who like the games, but I don't think those people who like the games were watching. Like, I think the core people who stay up late to watch these stupid ass conferences were really looking forward to things that weren't card games or fucking MMOs or what else did they reveal that was super flaccid? The fucking VR games.
Yeah.
You got
like Bethesda Land.
Bethesda Land. Did y'all hear? So I heard this. I don't know if there's any truth to it. That the Fallout 4 VR, and that's not DLC. That's a standalone $60 game.
Ew.
That you have to buy to play in VR.
Oh
no.
Ew.
No.
That could be fucking lies, like big old Todd Howard lies, but that's what I heard.
He's the new Peter Mon.
Yeah.
Have you heard of people calling him Todd Coward?
The way I look at this whole shindig is that I feel like Skyrim broke the world because of how the game is, and a lot of people probably picked it up out of just curiosity, and it awoke a part of them, or just like, whoa, I really kind of enjoy this experience. So I feel like most people tune into Bethesda to find out something about Elder Scrolls. They want to see something in Elder Scrolls, and once again,
but you know why they didn't talk about it?
No, I don't.
Every game they talked about at their conference, or everything they talked about, was releasing that year. This year. They're releasing this year. They're not going to talk about something that they're not releasing that year. So if they're working on 5, they're not going to tell us till it's coming out. Or 6.
Yeah,
God knows.
Fallout 5 or Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna be making another Skyrim 5 or Skyrim fucking.
Dude, what if they make Skyrim 2, Todd? And it's
Skyrim 2.
Hey,
Scroll 6.
Don't get me wrong. I fucking love Skyrim. That was such a good game experience for me. Love the soundtrack. I played it like I have at least 300 hours in that fucking game, just like multiple playthroughs. I fucking love that shit. But I'm so tired of seeing it. I want something new.
Ha! Ha! Huh. Just the monks.
Yeah, I got you.
Ba-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-da-doo,
I'm just tired of seeing it, man. I'm ready to move on to another. I want to see, even if they tease something, you know. But we'll see along the line next year when that fucking asshole with weird eyebrows come out and he's just like, hey, we're gonna show you some Doom VR, and then it flies off the fucking stage and no Elder Scrolls again.
Oh yeah, we're kind of forgetting about Evil Within 2. In case,
Yeah.
That I'm actually
There's
kind
a
of
reason
interested
we're
in.
all forgetting about it.
No, I'm actually kind of interested in it because I like psychological horrors and I'm curious about it. I'm probably not gonna like it, but I don't
so
know.
you're gonna try to like pick up the first one for cheap, I guess.
For $2, yeah.
Yeah.
For $2.
For $2, yeah. That's what I'm aiming for.
For sure, they're gonna buy another Skyrim.
What ended up happening?
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably get it the summer sale, play it for an hour, probably drop it, and then play Danganronpa 2. Like, wanting me to.
Please, September V3 comes out. You gotta finish 2. I gotta give you the lowdown on UDG because that's a bad game. You don't want to play that. And then we gotta watch the anime. Like you gotta do all this before the 3rd game comes out.
Gosh.
We'll see how it goes.
Giving out assignments.
I know.
It's Danganronpa's good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But is there anything else Bethesda related?
No, well, just Skyrim on the Switch, and that's pretty much about it.
Do you love Bethesda, Bird?
I don't even think I've played a single Bethesda game my entire life.
Let's move on.
Alright, so I guess we gotta hit Sony. Which,
Yeah.
going back and watching Sony, God, what do you hate most about press conferences?
Did you say me?
Yeah.
I hate when bongo heads come out on fucking stage and they just, here at Sony, we like to prize ourselves in great games, great content, and bunch of good shit for the viewers.
At Sony,
Diverse.
it's like
Being
Microsoft showed a
diverse.
lot of games, right? Microsoft showed a lot of games, but Sony's press conference, Baldhead came out twice for the whole conference. A big bimbo only came out twice to talk. That was mostly just games. While I'm only interested in maybe 1 or 2, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I like watching a playlist of trailers.
Yeah.
I also enjoy hearing horrific audio. It just warms my heart.
Man, oh man, that audio for the live streaming was
Dude, apparently on the Twitch stream, the audio was off for that, but we got the good audio for the stinger at the end. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But apparently YouTube had the audio working the whole time up until the end, so people just saw the guy with the camera phone and turn around. They're like, "What the fuck was that?" Because they didn't hear the name. So
Yeah.
I can't really remember too much that was shown at Sony.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, that's what blew everybody's cock out of the water.
I'm interested. I've never played a Monster Hunter game, but that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, same here.
Definitely down, man.
I'll get it on PC.
I played the demo for whatever Monster Hunter game was on the Wii U, and I just
Try?
couldn't I think it was maybe try. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it, but after like messing around with like a couple classes, but I don't know. Something about this one just looks super cool.
The graphics don't look like hot garbage.
Well,
I guess
it's not just the graphics. It's just like the movement, the way like I don't know the monsters are or the dinosaurs are, whatever.
I hated how everything looked like hot garbage. Like you guys were playing it on like your DSs, and I was like, guys, that game looks like shit. And I'm not gonna play some third-person hunting action game with a fucking nub.
We don't like stock image backgrounds?
I don't like the controls, dude. It controls like shit. Like
It does control like shit. Even with the fucking DS Plus or whatever the hell that shit is.
Oh, the
yeah,
3DS.
with the tiny nipple.
Yeah, the
Like,
new
I-
3DS with the nipples. Like, it still controls like shit.
The nibble C-stick, yeah.
It's fun though. It's like
It is a fun
didn't
game.
give a shit about Monster Hunter, but Faka, Josh, and I played it, and we had fucking a lot of fun playing it.
I love launching Todd up in the air with my special moves. That shit.
Wait, is it
It's a
friendly
pretty
fire?
good time.
It doesn't hurt you.
It doesn't
just,
hurt, but it
just
affects
knocks. Yeah, it'll knock you down or knock you up in the air.
Yeah.
when everybody's asleep and we're trying to scramble over to you.
We had Faka like constantly coming up to us and kicking us in the face to wake us up.
It was a good time. The games are definitely fun. I see why people enjoy them, and I'm definitely interested in World.
Yeah. And of course, it's coming out. Was it just 2018 or did it say
Early 2018.
Yeah.
So 2019, guys. See you.
Capcom, no, Capcom doesn't miss their dates. They just release the game early
Every
before it's
game gets
finished.
delayed.
No,
Well,
dude,
at least
Capcom
they
doesn't
won't-
delay their games.
They seem to hit it on the head with Monster Hunter, but when it comes
Yeah,
to
they don't fuck that series up.
yeah,
So I think
when
it's
it comes-
really popular.
When it comes to fighting games, however,
Oh, yes.
Oh, they'll fuck
God.
up their fighting.
What
games.
is going on with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Like,
good.
They
Lord.
fired all their artists,
apparently.
Oh, Chun-Li. What
but
happened?
they did like that trailer. All but confirmed, like the story trailer they had, all but confirmed that Monster Hunter is going to be in the game because there's a Monster Hunter monster in the trailer for like 2 seconds. So, but Zero was also revealed. So, was that leaked list real? Because Zero wasn't on any of those.
I don't want Zero in the game, though.
He's
Seriously
in the
ruins. He ruins every fucking game he's in. He
Even his own games.
He was broken in TVC, Tatsunoko versus
Yeah.
Capcom.
Yes.
He was broken in Ultimate. Like, if you go back to Vanilla, he's broken in that game, and he got nothing.
Yeah, just
but
no one
buffs.
played him
He got
because
nothing but buffs going into Ultimate because nobody played him. So,
except Marn. Marn played him and said this character's broken.
yeah.
Like he was doing lightning loops before they were popular.
Exactly, yeah. And it's just like, we have X, why do we need this motherfucker? But, you know, we could
They
go on.
play
you know,
differently.
and, oh, yeah, so differently.
Listen,
and of
X
course-
got down motion, Zero got down motion.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Everybody teabag everybody. That's the solution. That's
I'm not
Capcom.
teabagging. I'm buffering my uppercut.
Oh, man. We could go into a whole story about there's a chip player in Guilty Gear named Endow. He does that. It's hilarious. He's such a troll. But, you know, and speaking of characters, it's like everybody, including myself, and I love Bionic Commando, but I hate the 2009 reboot. So, like, in the original...
You hate that, Spencer? I
Oh
assume?
my god, Dreadlock Spencer, go away. But yeah, it's like I only play Spencer with that DLC costume where he has his awesome spiky red hair and sunglasses again. But even I was like, why? And everyone, of course, was asking, why is Spencer in the game? I'm like, hashtag blame Combo Fiend. Of course his
But
boy is
Bionic Arm isn't
and it's like,
invincible anymore.
there's- Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. It's like it's because of a meme, and it's like there's no reason. There's no game.
Popularity, dude.
Yeah. Apparently, just because of a meme. The memes, Jack. The memes, man. Monsoon is right about everything. All hail Lord Monsoon.
The memes.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh, but yeah, I mean, Chun-Li looks terrible. Fucking
Yes. And it's sad because like Captain Marvel looks great.
She looks good. Yeah, she
Yeah,
looks,
she looks
at least
very good.
decent. But
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with Chun-Li. Like they could have just used the same model,
Yeah.
but
And
apparently,
that user interface that or HUD or whatever you want to still looks awkward and gross.
Luckily, from what I hear, people who played it at CEO, the game actually plays really good. I really couldn't get a feel for it with the
the
story demo
gameplay, yeah,
because it's so short. Like I understand that's how people had to learn back in the day, but I'm spoiled as fuck.
Exactly.
I'm a spoiled ass 09er that needs training mode, and I need to sit in there for a good like few hours to get an idea of what the game feels like.
I wanted a training mode as well, and I could not.
Like I don't want to sound entitled, like because they didn't even have to give us the story demo.
Yes.
I would have preferred what KOF did. KOF gave us a training mode. Like they gave us like 4 characters in training mode.
Marvel vs. Capcom is a game that is known for being played in training mode. You go to the lab, you find crazy shit. That's half the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a story demo was totally unnecessary because we know it's getting a story mode or whatever the fuck. We want to know how the game feels.
I don't think the story mode demo is for us. I think it's for Marvel Cinematic Universe fans who are like, do I need to get this game? Because there's a lot of pandering to the Marvel characters, if you notice, like with the Ebony Ivory line, which I think was cute and cringy, but like there's a lot of pandering, like ninjas, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna pick it up on PC, where I can fix Chun-Li's face. So
I'll definitely pick it up as well myself on the PS4. I mean, I do want.
Or you have to wait for them to patch Chun-Li's face, where they just put a mask on it.
They'll probably put a mask on it, yeah, like Katana or something. But anyways,
yeah.
But anywho, despite the shortcomings as for right now, I still do want to play it. It has enough potential for the gameplay to be really fun.
It has weird things about it, like.
And that's what I'll say is the fortunate thing about MVCI right now is that at least the gameplay still feels wacky and fun.
Hitting tag during a super and controlling someone while a fucking super is going out is so weird, dude.
Nah, not to me.
That is so weird to me. Hitting tag and controlling somebody, that's weird to me.
Somebody has been playing since the very first Marvel vs.
I haven't. I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Mode all over again. It's awesome.
Like maybe you'll feel more at home because I have nothing to compare it to, but it felt more Marvel 2 to me than Marvel 3. Despite the obvious similarities to 3, but just like simple combo structure felt more like 2. How launcher was like didn't seem universal unless it was crouching heavy punch for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that OTGs were like you didn't need a specific move; it was like crouching light kick, and I was like, this feels super Marvel 2 to me.
It honestly feels mostly like a cross between the original Marvel vs. Capcom and Marvel Superheroes.
I actually never played Marvel Superheroes myself. I just watch people play it.
Yeah, it's fun, and the gem system or the stones, pretty much.
Right.
It's like MVCI. The stones are got like Infinity Storm or whatever they call it when your stone is fully charged up.
I think the stones are going to get more patch changes than the characters down the line.
I would not be surprised. It's gems all over again.
Yeah. Yep. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the game turns out in 3 months.
3 months. Yeah.
Yep. 3 months. Pretty damn soon.
Too bad I'll be playing Destiny. Are we gonna talk about Destiny?
I guess we'll talk about Destiny because
it looks really good in 4K on PC. I'll have to wait till October. All right, moving on. Did you know they're taking out the perk system out of Call of Duty?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Excuse me.
That's fucking weird, dude.
I'm a little more curious now. I mean, I was initially still getting it. I mean, despite not knowing as much as before, but because I always kind of like to dive into Call of Duty games, and
this one looks, if I was still into Call of Duty, looks like one I'd play.
Yeah.
Afro said you can't create a class anymore either.
What?
Afro said something about not being able to create a class anymore.
Yeah, it seems more like there's like the perks seem to be tied to guns rather than being tied to like your class. Like if you're making a class like a sniper class, you're gonna have only access to these kind of sniper perks. So I guess it's their way of diversifying instead of saying like just choose all the best stuff and put it together and save you more. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
definitely want to try it out. It is World War II.
I hooked you up with that beta code.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So hopefully, whenever that lands, you can try it out and maybe save yourself $60.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
I'll watch you play it.
Yeah.
UI looks clean, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. There's like, of course, there's like some returns of the lovely World War II weapons from World at War. Like
Did not play enough World at War to know. I only played zombies. So
Game looks very close to World at War.
unless you're talking about flamethrower or ray gun, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know about the flamethrower. It might be in there. I don't know.
Flamethrower was in the trailer. It's in there. It's
Okay.
probably a point streak, I think.
Probably.
They took
yeah,
out
they have
supers.
point streaks in there or score streaks.
Yeah, they took out supers.
Supers. Oh yeah. Or ultimates. Whatever the fuck. Yeah, that was fucking from Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3.
Yep. They tried to make it like Overwatch a little bit, and didn't convince me as much. But anyways, I will definitely at least try out World War II with that beta, and hopefully that'll be enough for me to convince me whether I buy or not. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anyone else interested at all for World War II?
Really?
Trying not to be.
Trying not to be.
I'm a sucker for shooters. I haven't liked Call of Duty for a while, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But we'll be playing Battlefront, Todd.
Yeah, but shooters nowadays for me last about 2 weeks and then I'm done.
Titanfall, though, dude.
Except for Titanfall and Overwatch. Those two are an exception.
You are forgetting Splatoon. Because Splatoon.
Todd has yet to experience what Splatoon is, though.
Right. That's true. That's true. That is true. But was there anything else from Sony? Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
That actually looks, kind of
Spider-Man
good as a
looks
fan of the Arkham games. But yeah, that's
As
what I
a
have to
fan
say.
of Spider-Man games, I like what they did with the swinging, where you can
Yes.
actually see where the web's gonna hit on the buildings. Like that's something I realized later. Like there's a little indicator, like this is where the web's gonna hit, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Combat looks dynamic enough for a Spider-Man game, and that stinger that at the end with the Miles thing, you guys had to point that out. I had no idea who
Oh yeah,
Miles was,
Quiet
but
pointed that out. I mean, I didn't realize who that was, but I know.
apparently he's the current Spider-Man.
Apparently, yeah, I guess so. Miles, I guess, confirmed for that Spider-Man game.
He's confirmed to be a separate playable character alongside Peter Parker, who is played by Yuri Lowenthal.
Interesting choice.
Chris loves it.
Yuri fucking Lowenthal.
Because he was Yosuke.
And that's why he didn't play 9S. He was busy on this stupid ass game.
Yeah. Yep. Was there anything else in between Spider-Man?
God of War.
God of
Yeah.
War. Yeah.
I think the new God of War actually was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is
I think
interesting.
I think definitely more interesting on all the stuff that came after 3, like Ascension and whatever other crap was. Origins, maybe, I don't know. But it's just like, So,
I think they're taking it in the right direction.
yeah.
More
I think it's
cinematic.
interesting how in the story mode they allude to the fact that the other gods, the Norse gods, be like, "We've heard about you.
Mhm.
You're like we've." There's this guy way over up there just killing gods. Should we be worried? Nah. Fenrir is like, "Yo, I'm a fucking wolf. I don't give a shit."
And Odin.
So,
It's Odin, dude. Come on. You ain't gonna kill Odin.
buy Odin's beer.
Oh my! I do.
I missed that.
There is a couple more things about Infinite.
There's
I
a
don't
lot of
like.
stuff in
Yeah.
this. The voice acting.
The voice acting is so
What?
bad.
Yeah, what
God of
voice
War?
acting? There's voice acting in that game? What?
Yeah, Doctor Strange is played by Liam O'Brien.
Marvel.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, Nova's not being voiced by Troy Baker.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
They
Eat
could've-
this,
Yeah.
dude. Dante sounds too fucking. This.
And it does sound like it's
It's so
what's his
weird.
name?
Because
Ruben
the thing
Langdon.
about
Yeah.
the
It
Dante,
sounds like Ruben.
where he uses the purple. I forgot what the move's called, but he shoots the purple rain into the air.
Yeah.
He's like, what's he say? Is like
Acid rain.
he says like,
My
you're in my sight or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, you're in my sight.
Wow. There's so many
Woohoo!
questions.
Jackpot.
So many questions.
I mean, yeah, even like Spencer doesn't sound as cool. Fucking Nova
No.
doesn't sound as cool.
Maybe we're just all too conditioned to hearing the Marvel 3 cast.
No.
All
they
too
do-
conditioned
They
hearing.
do not. No, the voice acting so far is just so off right
It's
now.
horrendous. Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, we love Marvel 3's, for the memes, whatever the fuck. It's actually pretty bad. It's actually pretty fucking bad, honestly. I don't know who the fuck directed that voicing.
Hashtag free the triple X-Men.
Yeah.
We can't gravity squeeze, dude.
Yeah. No gravity squeezing.
Can't gravity squeeze that ass. Can't squeeze that bitch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just off. It's so off right now. I mean, the only person that was pretty decent was Doctor Strange, but that's about it.
Oh, because that's Liam O'Brien.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Liam O'Brien played a nobody character in Titanfall and did a superb job. So,
yeah, drinking moonshine.
yeah, fucking, I'm a good ass pilot. I drink.
Yep. But yeah, anyways, I mean, yeah, that's just like fucking nitpicking at it. But anyways, back on to other games that were revealed at Sony. There was that zombie game. I forgot what it was called. What was it?
Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Oh, no. Yeah, was it Days Gone? Yeah, Days Gone.
I think it was good.
I got confused with State of Decay, which I don't give two shits about.
That was from
That's Microsoft.
You know what? You know what they didn't show at E3 this year?
what?
Darksiders.
Oh, right.
I forgot about
Darksiders?
that. Yeah, Darksiders 3.
Well, Darksiders isn't.
It's not Sony.
That thing's not ready to get shown.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have even released that gameplay they
That's
showed,
true.
in my opinion, dude. That was,
Yeah.
I totally
Oh,
forgot they
God.
had a gameplay trailer for something.
Yeah, it's very stiff.
Yeah.
Very,
I
very
think
stiff.
Sony fucked up in having that like pre-conference where they talked about like Undertale and Physical, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Then they like talk about Gran Turismo Sport as well.
Yeah, they talked about the next Gran Turismo Sport. They talked about something else that they usually talk about that they didn't talk about during their major conference. But
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Yeah, I was like, where the fuck is GT Sport, man?
I feel like we're missing more Sony stuff they talked about.
Yeah, we are definitely missing some
Super
stuff.
Lucky's Tale.
Shadow
That's from
of the Colossus?
Microsoft.
No, Super Lucky's Tale was Microsoft?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
No, it
Microsoft.
What was this cheesy ass VR shit that they had?
That was
for...
Stuart. We call it Stuart Little, but we don't know.
Oh, the totally not Great
it was
Wall
it was
thing.
called Moss.
The not Great Wall game.
Yeah, Moss.
Yeah.
that was the name of the game.
It all starts to cross over.
And then we talking about Monster Hunter, of course. Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah.
Oh, who was excited about that? Because I heard some people lose their shit and they're like, I'm done. like they're like, Sony wins. Like the instant that was revealed.
Anyone
How do y'all
interested?
feel about that?
Anyone?
I'm kind of interested. I
played
played it a little bit when I was a kid, and I thought it was awesome.
Blue Point
Really
does
cool
good
game.
ports.
It's a really cool game. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's mainly a boss rush game. That's what it is. And the boss fights, it's like platforming bosses and then hitting their weak spot.
Right.
That's the best way I can explain it to
Why are
you.
you spoiling this fucking...
You saw it in the trailer.
dude. Why are you spoiling this PS2 game for me, dude?
Saw it in the trailer, man. They showed it in the trailer.
I mean, they showed fucking Doomsday and Batman vs Superman. That's not a spoiler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, anything else from Sony? Probably.
They
They didn't talk about Last of Us 2.
They didn't.
They did not. They did not talk about.
They're gonna say that for PSX.
Probably.
I
They did not
guarantee.
talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I don't think that's ready to be talked
Yeah,
about.
No, probably not.
that makes sense because they had to recently switch developer teams, so
There-
they had to scrap shit.
Yeah. There was one game that was revealed around the E3 time. That's kind of Sony-ish, which is Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah, they showed that before E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks pretty
The Japanese 3. Yeah.
I hope it's dual audio.
I hope so too.
I'm sure you could just get the Japanese version.
Yeah, but then I won't be able to read the text or hear, understand what they're saying.
Hopefully they allow at least like English text or some shit.
They never do for the Japanese version.
FF15 had Japanese voices, so maybe.
Yeah, but it has to do with Disney Interactive. Disney is the one who makes that decision.
Sword!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sword!
What else? What else is this, Sony? I think that's really.
Yeah, I think that
For all the
covers
major
it.
ones. So
let's move on to the main attraction, I guess. The whole reason Bird decided to join us.
yeah, the one reason, and that
The
is
one.
Which is
Nintendo.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
The new Kirby game. Right?
Hey, I'm down for the new Kirby.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited for it, actually.
I'm
you gotta
down.
get yourself a Switch, dog.
I know. Co-op.
Yeah, dude. I definitely
Kirby.
want to pick that up and play that with Quiet.
But that's 2018.
Yep.
I'll have a Switch by then.
I
hopefully.
think Nintendo showed the most 2018 games out of anybody.
This conference definitely was the most exciting for me. It did naturally because I do love me Nintendo games, but it just definitely had the most.
I was more interested in the games this time around for Nintendo than I've ever been. Period.
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey looks fucking sick. It looks so good.
It's going to give me
very
another
interesting.
Sunshine feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Kirby game that is co-op, and it's an actual Kirby game. It's not some gimmicky bullshit.
Can't say the same for Yoshi, but Bird, what was the most exciting thing they showed for you at Nintendo?
Well, to be fair, the most exciting thing for me not actually showed. Now, as much as I appreciate Metro Prime 4 getting a spoiler for anybody who missed it, off in the vast void of the internet, there was another trailer, not shown on Direct, for Metroid Samus Returns. And in case you're not quite getting the significance of this is yet another Metroid 2 remake. So it was very, I don't know, kind of strange, because, as a long-time Metroid fan, and I'm sure Metroid fans around the world...
Wasn't Metroid 2 only on the Game Boy?
Yes.
That sounds a really shitty way to play Metroid.
Yeah. Well, it was fine for the time. But yes, that game had its problems. So if you go back and play it, you're going to be like, But at the time, it worked. Naturally, Super Metroid came out after and blew it out of the water. And as far as I'm concerned, that's still the pinnacle of the series. But the Prime games are also really good. So, for Metroid fans, I'm sure everywhere who, like me, it's like there's no way, especially after the latest thing we got was Federation Force. It was like that's what they think Metroid is. Are you serious? And it was just like all hope is gone, all hope is lost. And just kind of looking back on everything, because the last main entry to the series we had was Other M.
That's a good game.
To be fair, the gameplay itself is okay.
I'm glad
story,
what they did with Samus's character.
The story is so bad it ruins the gameplay experience. That's just how
They did a great job with Samus's character.
Oh yeah,
that's how she would be represented, dude.
Absolutely. I mean, you knew
don't use your gun. I don't use your ice beam.
For a great time when they told you on the cover, features voice acting. You're just like, why? After years of being able to tell story successfully without having to say a single fucking word. Like, the first game that ever made me cry was Super Metroid. Because, spoiler alert, the baby Metroid dies at the end. And it sacrifices its life to save you. I was in tears.
Because you're the mama.
Well, yeah, and then, you know, after she absorbed its power, you know, I was like, Mrs. Weasley and, you know, that last Harry Potter movie. I was like, get your hands off her, you bitch! And, you know, just went to town on Mother Brain. And even though technically that fight is free, unless you're doing a hardcore any percent speed run or a low percent speed run, Mother Brain is a free fight. And, you know, it's just more for the satisfaction of killing her after she takes the baby Metroid. But anyway, so let's kind of work our way back to the main point. So,
right.
It's like, first Other M happens. Oh, okay. So we got a bad taste in our mouth, right? Then they come out with Federation Force, and we all know the shitstorm that erupted because of that.
But Samus is in the game.
Anyway, then AM2R, you know, gets, now, to be fair, they couldn't let that game happen.
It actually makes a lot more sense if they've been developing this Metroid game.
True, but
it makes a lot more sense.
Even without it, I mean, you can't just let people take your stuff and run with it, even if you've been doing nothing with it for the past almost 10 years. Yeah. But it seems like, you know, it's just so surreal. It's like, did they really? Wow. Which is why it was funny when Hawk contacted me about it. I bet you were excited. My first response was in before both games canceled. It's just like, because I can't allow my get my hopes
up. It's okay.
I can't.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. We're not talking about Microsoft.
I don't care.
Microsoft's the one that cancels the game.
I cannot allow my hopes to get up until the games are in my hand and I'm at. All right. That being said, with that trailer, a lot, honestly, and some people don't care for this, but honestly, I think it's hype that Samus is actually doing, like, you know, a little bit of integrating her gun and doing, like, some martial arts stuff.
She's parrying?
Yeah, it's like, oh my god. Cool. It's like Samus. It's like Smash Bros. Samus.
Can they give Smash Bros. Samus a down B parry instead of Morph Bomb? And Morph... I'd be down for that.
Just like Strider 2014. Just like Strider 2014.
She doesn't need a good up smash.
They were like, hey, we're going to make Strider, the Marvel vs. Capcom version, kind of into this mainstream Strider game. And I love that game because of it. So I do think, from what I've seen of that trailer, good God, Samus Returns releases this September.
Yep, this year.
And it's just like, it was just such, you know, ball shocker. It's like, wait, what? You guys made a Metroid 2 remake and it's already this, what? In September? What?
The rumors were going out. They're like, hey, there's 2 Metroid games going to be announced at E3. Metroid Prime and a 2D one. And everyone was like, ha!
And technically 2.5D. Like,
Benny joke!
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, it was just weird. But, you know, it just kind of goes back to somebody posted on Twitter some bingo card of, you know, what's not going to be announced at E3. And, you know, Metroid was the only thing crossed off. There's still, like, no F-Zero game. You know, Half-Life 3 is on there. It's just like, Nintendo, what the fuck are you doing?
There was a funny-ass, there's a funny-ass Twitter called No New Metroid Game.
I saw that.
And it was like, this is
This is awkward. Yeah.
this is awkward.
Yeah.
There are 2 announced. Todd, you played some Metroid Prime games. I barely played the first one because I got fucking lost and then quit because I was playing on the Wii, the Wii Trilogy version. Which Metroid Prime games did you play? You said it was Echoes and Corruption?
Echoes was 2, Corruption was 3.
Todd?
Todd.
Oh, you were talking to me. I didn't, like,
sorry,
it was lagging really bad, and I just heard Metroid Prime games. You played Dip. Bip. Yeah. The first Metroid game I played was 1 when I was younger, and then later on in life, my buddy had Metroid Prime, the first one. And finally, I eventually got a GameCube. It was pretty fucking busted up, but I actually got a GameCube through somebody at my school. And I played Metroid Prime 1 and 2. And then I played Corruption as well. So I'm not the biggest Metroid fan.
Right?
What?
Corruption was only had a Wii version, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Metroid fan, but I fucking sure as fuck, like, I loved playing. I like to consider Metroid Prime kind of like my first introduction to, like, first-person shooters. So, like, it was like, it was something, like, satisfactory about being in that position, like, first person and shit like that, and shooting a gun. So, I don't know. It always holds a special place in my heart. And when they announced 4, my dick about blew out of my pants. So I'm super fucking stoked for it. I haven't seen anything on it, obviously, so
probably won't for a while.
Yeah.
Just waiting for it, you know. Yep. Just waiting to see what the hell they're gonna do with it. I want it to be fucking zesty. I want it to be, like, you know, kind of horrific, you know, look like something out of fucking Alien or something. I want it to be something really cool. I don't want it to be.
Switch can do good graphics.
I don't know. I'll just wait and see what happens. But my imagination is at work right now with the game. I'm super happy they finally announced another Metroid Prime. As far as the
I told
2D
you, man. You didn't believe me.
Chris, with all the bullshit that goes on in the video game industry, what the fuck am I to believe?
Dude, I told you. I was like, hey, look, right when the space came in, I was like, hey, look, it's Metroid.
Prime Rib. Oh, man. And then, like, they don't announce it. And then Chris would be like, yeah, man, you really think they're going to be fucking Metroid at the fucking game? Get real.
Dude.
I can't fucking win, dude.
Immediate suspicion of anything about new Metroid announced. Oh, great. Federation Force 2.
It was definitely an unblockable. If you started high, it would have been low.
There's no avoiding.
Yeah.
There's no avoiding it. As far as the second, or the Metroid remake or whatever, the 2D, I never played it or played the first one, so, like, I'll pick it up and see.
I'll just say,
I wish it was on the Switch. I don't want to play anything on my DS.
Yeah, same. I've definitely been spoiled, though, with recent fucking, like, roguelikes and shit like that. So we'll see what my, like, take on it is when I play it.
Based on the remake of the very first game they did on Game Boy Advance, Zero was excellent. So
you say Zero Mission was excellent? Is that what you said?
Yes, Metroid Zero, excellent, and I'm hoping, you know, it'd be nice to be able to essentially play the original trilogy. Now that I don't have to play the crappy, has not aged well Game Boy version of it, the Samus Returns, and there has been talk about, we need Super Metroid, HD or Super Metroid remake. First of all, no, do not remake that game. You don't need to remake that game. You can remaster it. Don't remake it. Like,
the Shadow of Colossus, right?
Yeah, but
make 10 remakes and then remaster.
I don't feel a need to. I feel like Super Metroid is just fine the way it is.
It's probably fine the way it is, but the remakes are for peasants like me who are too stubborn to play old games, and is more likely to pick things up if they get re-released. If they get a quote-unquote graphical if it's just on a console I have right now and I don't have to fight to emulate it. Like, I tried emulating The World Ends With You recently, and
I remember that. Yeah.
That's hard. That's a pain in the butt, dude.
Yeah.
Getting that fucking DS with the mouse clicker, like having to do swipes and slashes, and it's not. Should have just played the phone game, but
yeah. I mean, again,
Where the fuck the virtual console at?
Yeah.
we're not gonna get virtual console.
oh yeah, let's talk about that. Like, what the hell? I thought virtual console was one of the best things.
I don't know.
Where the fuck is the dashboard at?
The da-
Where the
what?
fuck is the like social features of like the Switch at? Where
On your phone.
no, don't give me that shit.
On
There
your
needs to be a fucking there needs to be some life in that
phone.
console. It's so hollow. It's so fucking. I
know.
thought it would have more life by now. It's just a very
I don't know.
hollow
Boaz got an update. I was fucking happy about that. Free update. Now that rhythm game is even more of a value.
Yeah.
Dude, those songs are hard. But all right. Any other
Anyway.
E3 things we got
Oh,
sidetracked?
dude.
Well, I found it interesting.
Well, we only talked about Metroid. I gotta talk about some other thing. Some other thing.
I thought we talked a little bit about Odyssey.
No, we just mentioned it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's all
yeah,
we
you
gotta
guys
do.
said it was super cool, and then
No.
I said I want to get it or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I definitely do want to get it more than ever now. It's just you can play as a goddamn dinosaur, dude.
It looks so like that shit with the hat mechanic is very cool.
Yeah.
And I hope it gives. I've been watching gameplay on it for like the past like 30
Yeah, I was
minutes,
asking
like,
did you see the mural thing where you go through the fucking pipe and it becomes 2D platformer
Yep.
for certain
I
sections?
saw that part.
That was pretty cool.
Yep.
it just looks fun.
Dude, I want to be
Like a
Pauline
Super
can be my
Mario
one up
Galaxy
girl.
or like a Super Sunshine or Mario Sunshine again for me. So it looks fucking cool.
Yep. Did you want to say something about it, Josh?
I said what I needed to. Looks cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Super Mario Odyssey. You get to be a dinosaur. You get to be a bullet bill. You get to be a tank.
Turtle.
Turtle.
Apparently, they compared it more to 64 and Sunshine than the Galaxy series. I don't know how. I didn't play either of those, so I don't know how the.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy was more fucking rampant.
Also,
Like you just
Galaxy
went
was a little
all
more
over the
linear.
place.
It was a little more linear in a way. Doesn't give off that much of like a free open world kind of thing, kind of vibe. In some sense, but it was still fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's just a different way of doing it.
There's a lot to do and little like fun things to find around.
Yeah,
That's kind of what Sunshine is and what this game looks like.
yeah,
Definitely looks like more of a 64 and Sunshine thing,
Yeah.
which makes me super happy.
Yeah.
64 is one of my favorite speedruns. It's insane. It's just hilarious. Good fun to watch.
And I do kind of want to talk about Ultra Sun and Moon a bit.
Yeah, let's talk about Pokemon because,
I'll talk about Pokemon when they show me that RPG
yeah,
and
well,
prove Hawk right. And I'm telling you, Hawk. Hey, you Pikachu too.
it seems like we have established a pattern now because Gen 4. Well, actually, no, let's start with Gen 4 because Gen 3 it was main series remakes. Gen 4 was main series remakes, but then Gen 5 came along, and that was the first time we ever got like update weird sequel thing.
Yeah.
With Black and White 2. Then we had Gen 6 with the Gen 3 remakes, and then Gen 7. Here's your main series, and now we're doing updates again. It's kind of establishing a pattern. So a lot of people are like thinking, "Oh, Gen 4 remakes. Where are those?" I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the YouTuber Dookie Shed.
The what?
There's a YouTuber named.
I'm
Dookie
familiar
Shed,
with the practice.
but, okay. Anyway, he proposed something that I actually think is rather spot on. He was like, "So okay, then we get the Gen 8 games, and then we get Gen 4 remakes." He was like, "Do Gen 4 games really need to be remade at this point?" And I was thinking, I don't see why. And I don't think enough.
For people like me who didn't play it and won't play it,
dude,
unless it's right in front of me.
It's a DS game. Just get it. You can play it on your 3DS. Anyway.
I know, but
you're a
lazy ass generation, dude.
And I'm dead serious. I would be 100% in favor of this.
Is that the one with Dawn?
Yeah.
With who? Yes,
Dawn?
yes.
Yeah.
Hikari, yeah, all that good shit. Anyway, remake Gen 1 again. I would be down for this because it's been only remade on the Game Boy, and it was remade before the Gen 4 attack changes, where they made attacks either physical or special, and if they were physical or special, it used to be based on their type. So I love that Gen 4 change, and I love the Gen 2 remakes. And also, Gen 2 is coming out on
my personal favorite. I'm very biased though, because I didn't play anything after it.
That's fine. I love Gen 2. All hail Lord Snorlax. That character Snorlax breaks that fucking game wide open. He's so good in Gen 2. He's stupid good. It's amazing. Just put belly drum on him and go to town. So, yeah, that was another cool announcement because I thought the Gen 1 re-releases were incredibly successful. I bought both yellow and blue so I could, trade between them. And yeah, I'm going to buy gold and silver so I can, trade with myself because I'm a sad little person who has no friends, but it's such a life.
I had 2 Game Boys and a transfer cable.
Yeah, same here.
I transferred all my yellow version stuff to silver.
Yeah. I mean, the reason I have 2 3DS is because I got a new 3DS as soon as they announced that Super Metroid was coming to the Virtual Console. I was like, oh, I need a new 3DS? Okay, I'll throw down $200 for that because I want Super Metroid. But yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, now I can, trade between myself. And at least the games are cheaper. It's, like what, $10, I think?
Mm-hmm.
A game. It was cool to be able to play yellow again. That didn't get a remake. They remade red and green, so I'm not sure if they do like red and blue as remakes or do red and green again. They'd just be like, flare red and vegetation green or what, or if they do like, radical red and bodacious
radical red
and bodacious
Are you
blue,
kidding me?
They'll come out with some, sappier name like, Alpha and Omega and, Heart and Soul with the gold and silver remakes. But yeah. Just,
ass and titties. Red ass and blue titties.
Hey, that works for me. So yeah, I'm down for yet another Gen 1 remake.
Yeah.
What would they add though?
I think just the fact that it'd be post Gen 4 attack changes, you got mega evolutions, and who knows what Gen 8's going to do.
Yeah.
Put Z moves in Gen 1. That's what they're gonna do.
What are they gonna do?
Put Z moves in Gen 1.
There it is. That's all you needed.
Brock's gonna be like, all right, kid, Z move. What the fuck's he doing?
He actually opens his eyes for it. It's like that's how you know he achieves his true power. Oh man, it's like J for Gamers. I forget what the name of the Pokemon is because I'm not going to play Gen 7. But it does for its Z move. It does a kind of Kenshiro like attack. So he put the whole music behind it. Da, da, da,
you guys have to tell me I didn't play as much Gen 7.
Yeah, but
all Z moves. And who's Kenshiro?
Oh, well, Kenshira's from Fist of North Star, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah,
you might be familiar with his, essentially, I guess you'll call it his battle cry. He goes, yeah.
That sounds really cool.
Oh, it is very cool. You should actually watch the show.
Very cool.
Oh, well, you see, you gotta understand whenever he does that, he makes people explode. So it's anyway. But yeah. So,
anyways, we were supposed to talk about a little bit of Ultra Sun and Moon. It's more than what we can expect. just like more Z moves, more. Seems like they're adding more
HoloLens.
yeah, I think, and I think like more,
Legendaries look different.
yes, they have like some kind of armor or some shit. So maybe
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have a different story.
Logo,
Yeah, it's an
Zoid.
it's an alternative
story.
Alternative story.
You can date Lily's mom.
Buying it.
Whoa, hey, man. I gotta say, Gen 7's got some thick chicks. I mean,
Dude, Gen
They're
7. Gen 7 is waifu bait, dude.
Oh god damn it, Lily.
They're all
Thick as fuck.
They're 10! Except for Lily's mom.
before it gets wet.
Lusamine though. Mm.
Luzamine is...
Lusamine is, yeah.
What about who's the one with the glasses?
Thick, wick, all.
Wick.
Yeah.
Quick.
And I also like a day.
Your mom.
That girl just walks in and you're just like, oh shit.
Wow.
There's a lot of
There's-
there's a lot of mallow everywhere. on
Mallow.
Ten.
Love Mallow.
Reddit.
I mean, she's underage, but hey, don't the Ultra Sun and Moon take place a few years later?
I think it's something like
The jerk off versions.
Oh, man, she's 12 now.
He's a little bit older.
there's
14,
Lana.
come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Anybody got a Subway and
Hey.
gift certificate?
Her breasts are a little bit more developed now. Might as well get my dick out.
Oh god.
Let's see. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the most part. Just
Hey, you-
adding more shit.
I think there's going to be more information to come. Like, I don't think E3 is the big dump as much as it used to be, because I remember Microsoft had nothing last year at E3, and then at whatever the German one was it Gamescom
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
That's where they made all their announcements. There's going to be shit there.
Sony's
PlayStation.
probably saving a lot for PSX.
Yeah, of course, because they want to make their little thing the big one, the one that
Yeah.
people want to go to instead of E3, because it's all good for them. And yeah, Tokyo Game Show, I'll get what I want out of there, which is more Japanese ass shit that I won't be able to play for until a year after the game comes out, and I'll
Exactly.
already know the whole story. And then Nintendo does whatever they want. They'll be like, "All right, guys, Metroid Direct tomorrow," and you'll be like, "Oh fuck."
Pokemon
It's only
Direct.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's-
I did want to touch upon the not Hey You Pikachu Pokemon Core RPG game that they're developing for the Switch.
There's literally nothing to talk
There
about.
is
though.
literally nothing, but I just want to
Other
say,
than the fact that they announced something.
yeah,
We can talk just as much about that as we can talk about Metroid, which is when was the
Metroid
last
4,
time? Yeah, when was the last time they had a major on a console?
well,
Because as far as I know, is they only had like Stadium and then whatever that GameCube one was.
Coliseum, and then there was one on the Wii. I forgot
Of
what it was called.
darkness or
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah, the the darkness one. Was that one good?
I have no idea.
I played that one. That was okay. I mean, the whole like shadow Pokemon thing was a little weird.
Shadow. the
I
Hedgehog.
remember the one with like Dark Lugia on the cover. That was also
Yeah, the Gale of Darkness. That's what
Gale-
it
Yeah,
is.
Gale of
Gale of
Darkness.
Darkness. Yeah.
Hey guys, we gotta make Pokemon more edgy.
Oh
Let's make
yes.
them-
Oh,
Is anyone-
my!
is
Thank
anyone
you for
gonna
the
play-
reminder, Josh.
Is
About
anyone gonna play Xeno Chronicles?
I probably will pick it up.
The first, it looks like they're going for this is going to be Nintendo's first party Final Fantasy game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it doesn't look related to the original at all.
nope.
At
Damn.
all, dude. And I played the first 30 minutes of that original one. But I cannot play on a Wii.
Yeah, and I'm interested. It looks cool.
I'm sort of interested for right now. I'm probably gonna get it maybe a little later after it launches. I don't know. When does it
You
launch?
know,
I think it comes out holiday? Or is it,
Early
or is it, yeah.
Is that early 2018 or holidays? But anyways, were you gonna say something, Brian?
speaking of RPGs, and sorry to go back, but didn't Sony also show Ni no Kuni 2?
Oh yeah, they did.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for that. Now, I'll say this about Ni no Kuni. I thought the story was awesome. I thought the world was gorgeous. And I think music, oh my god. Joe Hisaishi plus, and for anyone who doesn't know that name, if you've ever watched a Studio Ghibli film, Joe Hisaishi is pretty much written, as far as I know, for, if not all of them, most of them. So they got him and the Tokyo Philharmonic, which is one of the best orchestras in the entire fucking world. He wrote the music, they performed it, and I just got lost in that
I heard the
soundtrack.
big problem with the last Ni no Kuni was the combat was kind of lame, and there was a lot of combat.
The issue with the combat is it relies on computer AI, as in like your allies are controlled by the computer, and they are dumb as fuck. They are so dumb. They're like, should I go up to this giant fire volcano monster with something that's weak to fire? Okay. Oh, I died. It's just like, It's not till like almost, I wouldn't say midway through the game, but it feels like you're like, finally gives you the option to like give large scale commands to your AI, and then you kind of have to manipulate what familiars they have so that they actually do it, because you're like, everybody defend, and if they don't have like a familiar that actually has defense, they'll put one out that it's like won't actually block for them, and then they just die. I'm like, why are you so dumb? Why are you?
I feel like this one,
dumb?
from the looks of it, looks a lot more dynamic.
Yes, it looks like the actual characters themselves do more of the battling, which I'm actually excited for, because as cool as the familiar was, it was like, and I'm not sure, Ender, were you the person about that game? Basically, you get a dinosaurus and just wreck the entire game free.
I have never played Ni no Kuni. That might have been Seth. It's one of his favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whoever I was talking to, yeah, you just get one familiar, and they were right. Like, the rest of the game is a joke, because that thing just like destroys all. I mean, it's a fucking dinosaur, so what are you expecting? Just like, hey, you can turn into a T-Rex.
Yeah, just like in Mario Odyssey, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I was super excited for Ni no Kuni 2, and I certainly will buy it just so I can listen to the soundtrack and just to look at the gorgeous visuals, and hopefully the gameplay is actually good this time.
But yeah, anyways, now going back to, were we going to talk about Metroid Prime, or did we already, like, pass?
We already did.
I was making an allusion to the fact that both that and the Mario game were just like, hey, these exist.
Yes, yeah.
And,
or Pokemon RPG, whatever the fuck, for Switch.
Yeah, Pokemon RPG.
Yeah. I'm just super happy that they're gonna do it on Switch. I mean, it shouldn't have come as a surprise, but I'm still super happy about it. As someone who would love the idea of having an actual like console fucking Pokemon game again on a Switch, where you can take it on the go.
I like Fire Emblem Warriors chose Best Corrin.
Yeah.
And I look forward to when they actually put a Fire Emblem on a console, so I can enjoy playing it, because I hate my DS.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have it.
Hopefully they carry over the casual mode, which is no permanent death, because I'm a baby bitch for
do you know what you do? You hit restart and you get good. Yeah, because like a lot of that game's difficulty is you can beat some of the stuff, but losing the characters. If you're the type of person to get attached to your characters, oh my god! I swear I was gonna kill my Game Boy Advance because I kept restarting every time someone fucking died, and then they had the little portrait all beat up appear, and like, oh, I can't go on, and I was like, oh my god, I fucking hate Usain, but we're gonna have to keep you alive. It's something. Yeah, I mean, but I'm glad that's there. Apparently, in the new Echoes one, they have this thing where you can turn back a turn. Or there's like a way to resurrect, like it has a limited number of uses, but you can resurrect your team.
Oh, so you can. Okay, so you can
And
essentially
that's what that
rewind?
was in Echoes. I didn't play it. I only heard people who had played it.
Okay.
That they have some like in-game story mechanics as to why they can bring people back,
Oh.
or like turn back a turn. You only get X amount of turns per mission. You can turn back a turn. Like, oops, I made a mistake. Turn back instead of having to reset the whole game and go back to your previous turn or whatever.
Okay.
It's a tactics game. It's only alive because of waifus, but I'm sorry, Advance Wars. But
Advance Wars has waifus.
it didn't have waifus that set the world on fire.
No, not yet.
Yeah, but they have to resurrect it. Might as well have Advance Wars take up that slot, that Metroid, on that bingo board that you were talking about.
Might as well. Might as well. Or Golden Sun.
I didn't play that third one, so I have no idea why
Don't.
it's dead.
Just don't.
Alright.
I still want Golden Sun 4, but just make,
What if they reboot it? It's like Golden Sun. And they just call it Golden Sun? And it's like same universe. It has Jin, and it's like just new characters.
be alright, but
Like
I just want
homages.
I just want the new Golden Sun 4 so I just know who two. That's all I want to know. That's all I care
Fuck you.
Yep.
What if they awakening it and they have like references to the other ones?
Hey, if I still find out who fuck two, I don't.
Yeah,
Because
alright.
the third game was
Yeah, it was their
Really?
kids, wasn't it?
lackluster. What kind of killed it for me was they gave you access to in-person party way earlier, but they didn't really do anything new with it. Like, they didn't feel like they really made it convenient or fun or super advantageous to use. And I think if they had done more with that, it would have been a much better game, but
We'll probably be able to talk about it if they ever announce it.
yeah. Woo, Golden Sun 4, 2035.
We'll have to wait till they talk about. We'll have to wait till shit actually gets announced now.
Yeah.
But okay, I guess we could go around and be like, all right, everyone choose 3 games they're looking forward to that were announced or shown at E3.
Jesus, 3 games.
Close it out.
That's
Now it's very small, but
yeah.
I think it's very
Yeah, it makes sense.
because there'll be some crossover.
Yeah.
Who's gonna go first?
Who wants to go first?
All right, I'll go first.
I got 2.
All right,
I'm
all right,
almost
all
there.
right.
Okay,
All right,
I think I got mine.
I'm down for Anthem. I'm cautious about Anthem, but I'm into it. Monster Hunter World looks pretty cool, and I guess I guess since I have to choose Mario Odyssey over Metroid 4 because I actually saw what Mario Odyssey looked like.
Oh yeah, of course.
So those are me.
Yeah. I'll go next. So yeah, Mario Odyssey as well. Oh man. I know we didn't see anything, but I definitely do want that Pokemon RPG on the Switch.
Hey, it's your list.
But yeah, that's definitely one of them. And fuck, that's hard. There are other games, but this is all gonna be Nintendo. Fuck it, man.
It's your list.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in Kirby because I definitely want to get that because of co-op.
Damn
looks
it!
fun.
I was gonna say that.
All right.
Josh, what else you want to throw in there?
All right. I'm kind of interested in Sea of Thieves. I hope it doesn't suck. Xenoblade looks pretty fucking cool.
Hopefully, we can get you streaming by then.
Yeah.
By the time you get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll stream it. Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter
like-
World.
Yeah. Most excited for.
Todd, you want to go next?
Persona 5.
Todd,
Animal
Persona.
Crossing New City Folk and Sonic Do Not
that's
Steal
on the
Edition.
phone. Phone games don't count.
Next.
What about Elder Scrolls 6, Todd?
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
exist. It'll never exist. It's not a real thing.
But what about Elder Scrolls Festival?
You're talking about Elder Scrolls New Leaf.
What about Skyrim from the Switch? You can cosplay as Link.
You can use your Joy-Cons, dude.
Yeah,
Pretty
dude.
much do that already.
I've done that, and I don't give a fuck. I want to see. I want to see what's going on with Metroid. Like I said, I want a more gritty Metroid. Which won't happen.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with Animal Crossing in the future.
Yeah, of course.
To be honest with you, so I'll put that in there, even though nothing was announced. Number 3, I'll probably say Sea of Thieves. It looks like something I just dick around with my friends. It's kind of what I just use video games for nowadays. It's just something to dick around in.
Yep.
So yeah.
Brian, you want to finish this off?
I'm good at finishing off. Dragon Ball FighterZ Z was definitely my, oh my god, you know, even more surprisingly, even more than, but then again, because I like the 2D more, since that was off the E3 thing.
It happened during E3. It was just like not during the spotlight.
Yeah, not
Right.
during the spotlight, but so Dragon Ball FighterZ Z. Yeah, but yeah, Samus Returns, absolutely. And then I don't know, it's kind of a toss up there for 3. I mean, you could throw Prime Form.
Yeah.
You know, Kuni 2 was technically announced last year, so
But they showed it.
they showed it.
So you can make that take your 3 slot.
Okay, all right. So Nino Kuni 2, but also Anthem. You know, new God of War 3.
That's a lot more than 3.
I'm just saying they could also be there. I see arguments for them.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Well,
We'll wrap this up.
Rap, probably more rap.
Yeah.
I gotta pee.
Make sure to wrap it up.
and that is probably a good
Why
time.
would I
to
wrap it up?
Dude, you just wrap it up and you just start peeing, dude, and then you just drop it in the
And then
toilet.
it
And
runs
then
down my leg and it gets cold.
No,
Oh yeah. It's
Why
time
do
to
you-
finish this podcast.
Why do you have? Wait. What kind of ply toilet paper do you use, dude?
No, you know what he uses.
What the hell do you pee?
If I wrap my dick up in toilet paper and bust
Yeah.
a leak,
Podcast
You
is
gotta look
literally,
like a
run
mummy.
out. It's
Turned
gonna
into-
run
No,
out.
dude.
it is literally just turned into shit.
No, it's
Welcome
fine.
to this. Yeah, it's definitely piss.
Welcome.
It definitely stinks.
Welcome to the
Come on.
Hypecast,
So listen. So what you do is you pull out like 4 squares, right? And you fold it up and you put that on the tip of your dick, right?
I don't
Come
know if you
on,
ever had
more
to
than
take
4
that
squares.
fast.
No. Then you take
It's going on the
roll.
floor. It's going on the
No.
rug. I'm gonna have to blame
No.
it on the dog.
No. You
Again.
fold the 4 squares
Wow.
on top of each other, so it's technically like 8 ply.
Yeah.
And you put your penis in the center of the square and you
Is
fold
this when
down the
people
corner,
sit through a podcast
Right?
for 2 hours?
and then.
My God, I hope they talk
then you-
about bathroom shit. At
And
the
then you roll it up. Then you take the roll and then you start rolling it up like a tootsie roll.
dude.
And
No.
it looks like a little white
I'll
tamale.
just
and
go
then
in
you
the
just
closet and
pee.
get a latex glove, put my balls and dick inside the latex glove, piss in it, tie
And
it
put
up,
it back.
and then throw it at the neighbor's house.
How about this, Todd?
Uh,
Just go piss in the toilet, dog.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Just
How
go
about-
piss in the fucking
Take
toilet.
that.
how
piss,
about you lift up the toilet seat and you sit on the bowl like I do?
Yeah, pee like a girl.
No, they sit on the
That
toilet
way-
seat.
Yeah,
A
but no,
man
sit on
balances
the-
his ass on
Yeah.
the toilet bowl.
Just pee like a girl. You won't get pissed on the toilet seat, and we're all good. You won't pee
Oh,
on your
Sean,
leg.
thanks for having me on. Let's
Yep.
end this thing.
Yep.
So
Dang it.
so what if he goes to the Bethesda press conference and pees on stage
Well, I don't
With
think
the-
it would make much of a
with the
difference.
toilet
if-
paper?
What if he just goes to Bethesda headquarters and just pees on Todd Howard?
He can't pee on himself, dude. That's gross. You'd have to like lean back and stick his legs in the air and
Hey, man. People can do it. People can do it.
have you hit stop record yet?
Well, anyway, not yet, but anyways, Brian, thank you so much for joining us. And,
Thank you, Sean.
How do you pee?
Yeah, how do you pee,
How do you
bro?
pee, Brian?
Tell you what, you guys can find
Yeah, the plug! The plug!
And that was the end.